and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Ali LaForce. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Ivica Zubac's out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Edwards. Then it's James Harden. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. And for the Spurs, Pascal Siakam out there with Nikola Jokic. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Green in at the 2. And it's going to be Minnesota off the tip. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Now here's Harden. Clock at 4. Puts it up from the high post. Jokic grabs the board.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Williams passes to Alexander-Walker. Now here's Jokic. Back to Alexander-Walker. To the paint. And the dunk by Jokic.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Ali LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, we'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Harden. To the inside.
Whatever opening he saw vanished quickly. Got to be more careful with those entry passes.
Guys, I like the hustle from Jokic. I mean, this guy knows exactly how to get to his spots in transition.
Here's Harden. Outside Barnes. Back to Harden. From the left block. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Siakam with a screen on Edwards. Green for 3. Barnes with the rebound. How about the start of Jalen Green's career? 17 points per game as a teenage rookie, Clark.
Yeah, very impressive, and just as impressive is that he chose to go the G League route instead of college. Not many guys have done that with the success that he's had. So he came in, I think, a little more ready than your average NBA pick because he had actually gone through a cycle of pro basketball. He's been a scorer in this league from day one, and I only see that continue.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Pass to Zubac. And it's Harden penetrating. Can't hit that one. San Antonio leading by 4. Siakam with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And it's Green missing. Jones feels it out. Pass to Barnes. Takes a step back. Oh, Williams with the block.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block. Defending with purpose.
Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step-back three against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
Harden hits them both. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Oh, got a piece of it. And Jokic throws it down hard.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Now Barnes. He's scoreless. Outside for Harden. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Outside, Green. Drops in the three.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Harden surveying the D. From in close. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night.
And that's an owner's manual possession to get them a good look there.
Green, the pass to Siakam. Back to Green, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. DeJounte Murray's checked in for San Antonio. And then for Minnesota, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Zubac. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Harden. San Antonio with the ball. Siakam outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
The first one falls. Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
Second free throw, no good. And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, VA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Spurs making a change here. Walsh is checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Spurs, number 27, Jordan Walsh.
San Antonio leading by 6. Siakam looking it over. Down low, and stolen by Edwards. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Stolen by Jones. Pass to Barnes. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Back to Lively. It's rebounded by Lambier.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Now Murray. Here's Lambier, covered by Lively. Murray passes to Siakam. Clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. Three-pointer, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Derek Lively uses his mobility to his advantage. He said, quote, "I like to turn the game into a track meet because I can't out-muscle anybody. But I can definitely get around people, I can outrun them, and I have to be able to use my stamina and energy to get up and down as much as I can." Guys, back to you.
Smart approach. Allie, appreciate the report. Now here's Siakam. Here's Lambier. Oh, he tries a 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Lowry with it. Checked by Murray. Outside Edwards. Jones with a screen on Siakam. Edwards against Siakam. Edwards can't hit. San Antonio leading by 6. Pass to Walsh. Left side Murray. It doesn't go for him. And Lowry with the defensive effort to get back on track. Lively passes to Lowry. And here's Barnes, defended by Murray. Fader on the way. And Barnes with a basket. The assist by Lowry.
Lowry's a do-it-all point guard for sure. Passing, scoring, defense. He checks all the boxes.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Ivy's checked in for Siakam. And Minnesota making a change here. .156 left in the first. Lambier passes to Ivy. There's the screen. Five to shoot. San Antonio again can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 4. All right, let's turn our attention to the sidelines for the latest on Jalen Williams. What's the situation, Allie?
Thanks. I did get some news from San Antonio's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. While it took some time for him to completely recover from this injury, there is a chance that he could play on it. So we'll be monitoring him closely. Back to you.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now here's Ivy. Still without a bucket. Ooh, it's stolen. Lowry finds Barnes. Here's Curvin. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, you see the playground mixology ability of Gervin. He can mix and match with the best of them when it comes to putting it in the basket.
Now here's Murray. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Lambier. Plenty of space. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
And so the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, also Green out there. Nikola Jokic is out there with Williams. And it's Walsh in at the power forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Gervin. Rebound by San Antonio. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Here's Gillespie. Still no points. Pass to Gervin. Fires from deep. Here's Zubac. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And San Antonio making a change here. Siakam's checked in. Now here's Zubac. Pass to Gillespie. This one for 3. He buries it from 3. Gillespie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Siakam against Jones. High post Siakam. Here's Williams. Jokic with a screen on Edwards. Jokic up top over Zubac. And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Williams. Jokic has got 10 points in the game.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
Zubac with a screen on Williams. Edwards connects from outside.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Jokic with a screen on Edwards. Williams finds Jokic. Jones grabs the board. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Outside for Harden. Pulls it. Second chance shot. Siakam with the defensive effort. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Jokic, it's good. And give the assist to Siakam. 12 points for him.
And right now, Jokic has it going on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
Pass to Jones. Jones sets a screen. And here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Now here's Jokic. They set a pick. Williams from long range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside for Harden. There's the triple. Can't hit it. His 7th miss in 9 attempts. For San Antonio, they've got just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Alexander Walker, the pass to Siakam. It's wide right, hits off the rim. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Harden can't hit. Well, the Spurs shooting pretty well at 45%.